Reading people effectively starts with mastering the power of presence. In a world filled with distractions, we often listen to respond rather than to understand. True presence means being fully engaged, not just with your ears, but with your entire being. When you are truly present, you notice the little things, the way someone's face subtly changes when a certain topic is brought up, the hesitation in their voice before they answer a question, or the way their hands fidget when they feel uncomfortable. Presence is more than just paying attention. It's about removing personal biases, assumptions, and internal noise so you can observe others with clarity. When you're lost in your own thoughts, worries, or even formulating what you're going to say next, you miss the small but crucial details that reveal what a person is truly feeling. The key is to silence your inner dialogue and focus completely on the person in front of you. Think about the last time you spoke with someone who made you feel truly heard. Chances are they weren't checking their phone, glancing around the room, or waiting impatiently for their turn to speak. They were locked into the moment with you. They noticed not just your words, but your emotions, your energy, and the unspoken truths you might not have even realized you were communicating. That's the power of presence. It allows you to see beyond words and into the heart of what someone is really saying. By practicing deep presence, you naturally become more attuned to people's subtle signals. You notice their breathing patterns, their eye movements, their micro expressions, and even the small pauses in their speech that indicate hesitation or discomfort. These tiny details, which most people overlook, tell the real story. Being present also creates a sense of psychological safety, making others more likely to open up. When people feel seen and understood, they unconsciously reveal more about themselves. Presence invites authenticity. It allows you to read people without them realizing it because they feel comfortable being themselves around you. To cultivate this skill, start by eliminating distractions in conversations. Put your phone away, make intentional eye contact, and focus on the rhythm of the person's speech and body language. Take mental notes of how their demeanor shifts depending on the subject. Over time, you'll notice patterns that give you deep insight into their emotions, thoughts, and even intentions, often before they consciously realize themselves. Mastering the power of presence doesn't just help you read people. It transforms the way you connect, communicate, and build relationships. It allows you to move beyond surface-level interactions and truly understand those around you on a deeper, more meaningful level. People may try to conceal their true emotions, but their faces often betray them before their minds can catch up. These fleeting, involuntary facial expressions, known as microexpressions, reveal a person's genuine feelings in the blink of an eye. Unlike regular facial expressions, which can be controlled or manipulated, microexpressions are nearly impossible to fake because they occur instinctively without conscious effort. Think about a time when someone received bad news but tried to remain composed. For a split second before they could mask their feelings, their face likely showed a flash of sadness, disappointment, or even fear. Or consider someone who says they are happy for a friend's success, but just for an instant, their face reveals jealousy or resentment. These tiny expressions, often lasting less than half a second, are the subconscious mind's way of telling the truth before the conscious mind steps in to regulate behavior. Microexpressions are universal, meaning they appear on the faces of people across all cultures, backgrounds, and languages. Research has identified 7 core emotions that are displayed through these brief expressions: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, disgust, and contempt. Each emotion has a unique set of facial muscle movements associated with it. For example, happiness, the corners of the mouth lift and the eyes crinkle, create crow's feet at the outer corners of the eyes. Sadness, the eyebrows pull together and slightly upwards, the corners of the mouth turn down, and the lower eyelids raise. Anger, the eyebrows push down, and together the eyes narrow and the lips tighten. Fear, the eyebrows raise and pull together, the eyes widen, and the mouth slightly opens. Surprise, the eyebrows arch high, the eyes widen, and the mouth drops open. Disgust, the upper lip lifts, the nose wrinkles, and the eyebrows lower slightly. Contempt, one corner of the mouth raises slightly in a lopsided manner, often resembling a smirk. These micro expressions happen so quickly that most people don't notice them unless they're trained to pay attention. However, if you develop the skill of recognizing them, you gain an almost superhuman ability to understand what others are truly feeling, even when they try to hide it. For example, in a business negotiation, someone may verbally agree to a deal, but if you catch a micro expression of doubt or discomfort, it's a sign that they might not be fully on board. In relationships, a quick flash of sadness or anger can indicate unspoken emotions that might otherwise go unnoticed. Even in casual conversations, recognizing micro expressions allows you to respond with greater empathy, intuition, and awareness. Learning to spot micro expressions requires patience and practice. Start by closely observing people during conversations, particularly in moments of heightened emotion. Watch their faces carefully when they react to unexpected situations or when discussing sensitive topics. Pay attention to the brief flickers of expression that seem out of place with what they are saying. Over time, you'll begin to recognize patterns. You'll notice when someone's face momentarily contradicts their words, hinting at a deeper, unspoken truth. This ability can enhance every aspect of your life, from personal relationships to professional interactions, by helping you read between the lines and understand what people truly mean, not just what they say. Ultimately, microexpressions remind us that emotions are deeply ingrained in human nature. No matter how hard people try to conceal their feelings, their faces will always reveal glimpses of the truth. If you learn to see these fleeting signals, you'll develop a profound understanding of others. Without them even realizing it, communication is much more than the words we speak. In fact, studies suggest that over 70% of human communication is nonverbal, meaning that body language plays a crucial role in how we express our thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Even when people try to conceal their true feelings, their bodies often give them away. The way someone stands, moves, gestures, or even breathes can tell a story that words alone cannot. The subtle science of body language consists of a range of nonverbal cues, including posture, gestures, facial expressions, eye contact, and even the way someone uses physical space. These silent signals provide insight into a person's emotional state, confidence level, and even their level of honesty. For instance, a person saying, "I'm fine," while their arms are crossed tightly, their shoulders are slightly hunched, and their lips are pressed together, is likely not as fine as their words suggest. Likewise, someone claiming to be confident in their decision but avoiding eye contact, fidgeting with their hands, or shifting their weight uncomfortably may actually be filled with doubt. If you pay attention to these cues, you can often understand a person's true feelings before they even voice them. Posture and presence, what it says about someone. One of the most revealing aspects of body language is posture. How a person carries themselves can communicate confidence, insecurity, openness, or defensiveness. Confident posture. A person who stands tall with their shoulders back, chest slightly forward, and head held high exudes confidence and self-assurance. Closed off posture. If someone crosses their arms tightly, hunches their shoulders, or turns their body slightly away from the conversation, it often indicates discomfort, defensiveness, or disinterest. Submissive posture, slouching, avoiding eye contact, and making oneself appear smaller by folding arms or keeping hands in pockets, can signal insecurity, nervousness, or a lack of confidence. Dominant or aggressive posture, leaning in too close, standing with feet far apart and hands on hips, or making broad gestures, can indicate dominance, control, or even aggression. Observing how people position themselves in different situations gives you a window into their inner thoughts, even when they aren't speaking. Gestures and hand movements, speaking without words. Hand movements often reinforce what someone is saying, but they can also contradict spoken words. Certain gestures are universal and instinctive, while others are culturally influenced. Open palms. This indicates honesty, sincerity, and openness. Someone who gestures with open hands while speaking is usually perceived as more trustworthy. Clenched fists. A clenched fist, even when at rest, often signals frustration, tension, or suppressed anger. Touching the face or neck. When someone touches their face, rubs their neck, or plays with their hair while talking, it can be a sign of anxiety, insecurity, or even deception. Fidgeting, constant movement, such as tapping fingers, bouncing a leg, or shifting from side to side, often indicates nervousness, impatience, or discomfort. Pointing or chopping gestures, these sharp, forceful hand movements, can come across as aggressive or commanding. By observing how someone uses their hands while speaking, you can gain deeper insight into their comfort level and emotional state. Eye contact, the window to the soul. Eye contact is one of the most powerful aspects of body language. It plays a critical role in building trust, conveying confidence, and detecting deception. Direct eye contact. This often signals confidence, attentiveness, and honesty. However, prolonged, intense eye contact can sometimes feel confrontational or intimidating. Avoiding eye contact, looking away too often, staring at the floor, or constantly shifting gaze can indicate nervousness, dishonesty, or discomfort. Blinking too much or too little. Excessive blinking can be a sign of stress or anxiety, while very little blinking may indicate someone is trying to remain composed or hide their true emotions. Looking up and to the right. When someone looks up and to their right while speaking, it can be a sign that they are fabricating a story. In contrast, looking up and to the left often means they are recalling a real memory. The way a person uses eye contact or avoids it can reveal much more than their words alone. Proxemics, the space between us, the way people position themselves in relation to others, known as proxemics, can also reveal how they feel in a given situation. Intimate space, 0 for close relationships, family, and loved ones. If someone moves into this space without invitation, it can feel intrusive. Personal space, 1.5 to 4 feet. The comfortable distance for friends and colleagues, social space 4 to 12 feet, typically used for professional settings and formal conversations. Public space, 12 plus feet. The distance we keep from strangers in public settings. When someone leans in closer, they may be interested or comfortable with you. On the other hand, if they subtly step back or shift away, they may be feeling uneasy or defensive. Paying attention to these small movements can help you gauge a person's comfort level and emotions, how to use body language to your advantage. Understanding body language isn't just about reading others, it's also about being aware of your own nonverbal cues. You can project confidence, warmth, and trustworthiness simply by adjusting how you carry yourself. Maintain open body language, keep your arms uncrossed, stand tall, and use purposeful gestures to appear approachable and engage. Make eye contact. Balance direct eye contact with natural breaks to show attentiveness without making the other person uncomfortable. Use mirroring. Subtly mimicking another person's posture and gestures can create a sense of connection and rapport. Be mindful of nervous habits. Avoid excessive fidgeting, face touching, or defensive postures that might make you seem uneasy or untrustworthy. By mastering the art of reading body language and controlling your own, you gain a powerful tool for understanding and influencing the world around you. Final thoughts. Words can be manipulated, rehearsed, or carefully chosen, but the body often speaks the truth, sometimes louder than we realize. Whether it's a fleeting micro-expression, a shift in posture, or a subtle hand movement, body language provides a wealth of information about what someone is really thinking and feeling. The key is learning to observe without assumptions, watching patterns rather than isolated actions, and always considering the full context of a person's behavior. Once you start paying attention to these silent signals, you'll begin to see a whole new level of communication happening beneath the surface. You'll not only understand people better, you'll also be able to connect with them on a deeper, more intuitive level. Communication is not just about what we say, it's about how we say it. The words we choose and the tone we use when speaking can completely change the meaning of a message. Someone can say the exact same sentence in different ways and convey vastly different emotions, intentions, or underlying thoughts. Think about the phrase, "Are you okay?" Said in a soft, concerned tone, it expresses genuine care and empathy. But if spoken in a harsh, impatient tone, it might sound accusatory or dismissive. The words are the same, but the tone carries a deeper layer of meaning that can reveal the speaker's true emotions and attitude. Tone and word choice play a critical role in how people perceive us and how we perceive others. By paying close attention to both, you can gain insights into what someone is really feeling, even if their words suggest otherwise. The power of tone, how emotion shapes meaning. Tone is the emotional quality behind words. It includes variations in pitch, volume, speed, and emphasis, all of which add deeper meaning to spoken language. For example, consider the phrase, "I didn't say you stole the money." Depending on which word is emphasized, the meaning of this sentence can completely change. "I didn't say you stole the money." Someone else might have said it, "I didn't say you stole the money." Denial of having made the accusation. "I didn't say you stole the money," implying it was hinted at but not directly stated. "I didn't say you stole the money," suggesting someone else is responsible. "I didn't say you stole the money," implying it was taken but not necessarily stolen. "I didn't say you stole the money," suggesting something else, not money, was taken. This example highlights how tone and emphasis affect meaning, often revealing a speaker's true thoughts more than their words alone. When trying to read people, listen to how they speak, not just what they say. Here are some key elements to pay attention to. Pitch. A rising pitch can indicate excitement, questioning, or uncertainty. A lower pitch can convey confidence, authority, or even sadness. Volume. A soft voice might suggest nervousness, insecurity, or secrecy, while a loud voice can indicate enthusiasm, confidence, or aggression. Pace. Fast speech can be a sign of excitement, anxiety, or urgency. Slow speech can indicate thoughtfulness, sadness, or hesitation. Pauses and hesitations. Frequent pauses can signal uncertainty or discomfort. A sudden pause before answering a question can suggest that someone is choosing their words carefully, possibly hiding something. By tuning into these subtle vocal cues, you can pick up on what a person is really feeling, even when their words suggest something different. Word choice. What people say reveals what they think beyond tone. The specific words people choose can offer valuable insights into their mindset, emotions, and even subconscious thoughts. Overly vague or non-committal language words like maybe, probably, kind of, or I guess often indicate uncertainty or reluctance. If someone is avoiding giving a direct answer, they might be hiding their true feelings or hesitating to reveal the full truth. Overuse of absolute words like always, never, everyone, or no one can be signals of emotional intensity, exaggeration, or defensiveness. For example, someone saying, "You never listen to me," is likely feeling unheard and emotional rather than making a factual statement. Self-distancing language, people often distance themselves from uncomfortable truths by using impersonal or indirect language. Instead of saying, I made a mistake, they might say, mistakes were made, shifting responsibility away from themselves. Excessive justifications or repetitions. If someone keeps repeating a phrase or over-explaining something, they might be trying to convince themselves or you of something. Example, honestly, I have no idea what happened. Seriously, I swear, I don't know. This repetition can sometimes indicate deception or anxiety. Emotional words versus neutral words. The words people choose often reflect their emotional state. Compare, I was really hurt by what she said, emotionally charged. She said something that I didn't agree with, more neutral and detached. People who use strong emotional words are often expressing deep personal feelings, while those who keep their language neutral may be trying to remain composed or distant. Pronoun use and ownership studies show that people who use I frequently tend to be more self-aware and open. On the other hand, avoiding I can indicate emotional detachment or defensiveness. Example, I made a mistake. Taking responsibility, that was a mistake. Avoiding personal ownership. By analyzing word choice, you can get a clearer picture of what someone is actually thinking or feeling, even if they aren't explicitly saying it. How to apply this in everyday life? Understanding tone and word choice can help you in countless ways, from improving relationships to navigating business negotiations. Here's how you can use these insights. Detecting hidden emotions. If someone says, I'm fine, but speaks in a soft, hesitant tone, they might not be fine at all. Instead of taking words at face value, pay attention to tone, spotting dishonesty. Someone who says, to be honest with you, or I swear I'm telling the truth, might actually be overcompensating. Truthful people often don't feel the need to emphasize their honesty. Strengthening your own communication, being mindful of your own tone and word choices, can make you a more effective communicator. For example, using positive, clear language in a job interview, I am confident I can handle this role, sounds stronger than uncertain language. I think I could probably do this job. Navigating conflicts more effectively. If a friend or partner says it's not a big deal, but their tone is irritated, their true feelings might be different. Instead of dismissing their words, acknowledge the tone and ask, it sounds like it might actually be bothering you. Want to talk about it? Building deeper connections when you start listening beyond words, paying attention to the way things are said. You can respond more thoughtfully, making others feel truly understood. Final thoughts. Tone and word choice are the hidden layers of communication, shaping how messages are received and interpreted. While words can be carefully chosen, tone often reveals the truth beneath the surface. By learning to read between the lines, listening not just to what people say, but how they say it, you gain the ability to understand others on a much deeper level. Mastering this skill not only helps you read people more effectively, but also improves your own ability to communicate with confidence, clarity, and authenticity. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately sensed tension, even before anyone spoke, or felt a strong connection to someone without knowing why? This is because energy, our unspoken, unseen force, never lies. Every person carries a unique energetic signature shaped by their thoughts, emotions, and intentions. While words can be carefully crafted and body language can be consciously controlled, energy is raw and authentic. It radiates from us, influencing how others perceive us and how we, in turn, interpret the world around us. By learning to recognize and interpret energy, you gain a powerful ability, the ability to see beyond words and actions into the deeper emotional truth of any situation. The science and intuition of energy might sound mystical. It has a real foundation in psychology and human biology. The human brain is designed to pick up on subtle cues, often at a subconscious level. Our nervous system is highly sensitive to microexpressions, vocal tones, and body posture, all of which contribute to the energy someone gives off. Mirror neurons in the brain allow us to absorb and reflect the emotions of others, creating a deep, intuitive sense of connection or discomfort. Heart rate, breathing patterns, and even subtle muscle tension can signal a person's emotional state, even if their words suggest otherwise. This is why you can sometimes just know when someone is upset, nervous, or excited, even if they haven't said a word. But beyond science, energy is deeply intuitive. It's that gut feeling you get when something feels off, that sense of warmth when someone is being genuine, or that unease when a person's words don't match their emotion. How energy speaks louder than words. Energy is felt before it is seen or heard. Here are some key ways energy reveals the truth in daily interactions. 1, the vibe of a room. Have you ever entered a space and instantly felt heavy, uncomfortable, or on edge without knowing why? This is because the collective energy of the people in the room creates a powerful atmosphere. A room full of laughter and positive emotions feels light, warm, and welcoming. A space filled with unspoken conflict, stress, or sadness feels tense, heavy, and draining. Even if no one openly expresses their emotions, energy lingers, shaping the mood of the environment. 2, people's hidden intentions. Someone can smile at you, offer polite words, and still give off an energy that feels fake, forced, or insincere. Energy never lies, even when words do. A compliment from someone who genuinely likes you feels uplifting and authentic. A compliment from someone who harbors jealousy might feel empty or even unsettling. When words and energy don't align, trust the energy. It is always the more honest communication. 3, the feeling of trust or distrust. Have you ever met someone and instantly liked them, or conversely felt uneasy for no obvious reason? This is because we instinctively pick up on the energy of others, often before logic catches up. Some people naturally emit calm, trustworthy energy, making you feel safe around them. Others radiate chaotic, anxious, or deceptive energy, making you feel unsettled or guarded. Your intuition is picking up on subtle signals, their tone, their body language, their overall presence. If someone feels off, even if they seem perfectly nice, pay attention to that instinct. Your body is detecting something your mind hasn't fully processed yet. Why people struggle to hide their true energy. Unlike words or facial expressions, energy is nearly impossible to fake. While people can train themselves to control their tone, facial expressions, and posture, they cannot fully mask the frequency of their emotions. For example, someone who is deeply angry might try to smile and act friendly, but their energy will still feel intense, sharp, or aggressive. Someone who is deeply insecure might speak confidently, but their energy may still feel nervous or unstable. Someone who is genuinely at peace doesn't need to convince you. They simply radiate a calm, centered presence. This is why you might feel exhausted after spending time with certain people, even if they never said anything negative. Their energy is draining, even if their words are neutral. Conversely, some people light up a room simply by being present. Their energy is vibrant, positive, and uplifting, even before they say a word. How to read energy in others. To become more attuned to energy, start by observing, how do you feel around different people? Do you feel energized and uplifted after spending time with them? Or do you feel drained, anxious, or uneasy, even if they were polite? Your emotional response is often the best indicator of the energy someone carries. Do their words match their energy? If someone says they are happy, but their energy feels low or disconnected, they might be suppressing something. If someone claims to be confident, but their energy feels forced or fragile, they may be putting on a mask. Pay attention to first impressions. The instant reaction you have to a person is often the most honest one before overthinking kicks in. Energy doesn't require a logical explanation. Sometimes you just know. How to master your own energy. Just as you can read energy in others, you also project energy that others pick up on. Being mindful of your own energy can help you connect with people more authentically and positively. Be present. When you are fully engaged, your energy becomes stronger and more magnetic. Avoid distracted energy. People can sense when you're not really there. Align your words with your truth. If you feel sad, acknowledge it instead of forcing false positivity. If you feel excited, let that joy naturally radiate. Authentic energy is always more powerful than forced energy. Clear negative energy. If you feel weighed down, take time to reset. Meditation, deep breathing, nature, and solitude can help shift your energy back into balance. Surround yourself with high energy people. The energy around you affects your own energy. Choose to be around those who uplift and inspire you. Final thoughts. Energy is the purest form of communication. It speaks long before words do and continues to resonate long after a conversation is over. While people can manipulate words and facial expressions, they cannot fake their energy. Learning to read energy gives you a deeper, more intuitive understanding of people and situations. It allows you to see beyond appearances, sense hidden emotions, and trust your instincts. More importantly, by mastering your own energy, you can create a presence that is magnetic, powerful, and deeply authentic. When you align with your truth and project positive energy, you naturally attract the right people, opportunities, and experiences into your life.